Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Facebook Live, Wednesday and Thursday and Saturday, 10 o'clock Central Time. I'm so grateful for each one of you being here. It's Thanksgiving 2020 tomorrow. It's hard to believe that we are in the Thanksgiving week this week, and I'm so grateful for each one of you. I want to thank you for sending me your questions and your concerns and giving me a chance to respond to you. Thank you for keeping in contact with me. We have made it. If you look around us, you might think this is a miracle. A miracle. We are at Thanksgiving week. And that gives even a very special meaning of Thanksgiving this year. Some of you expressed the concern that the meaning of Thanksgiving has been lost or seldom reminded during the Thanksgiving dinner or events that we have. So I'm gonna summarize for you and to be able to share with others the meaning of Thanksgiving. In 1621, the Plymouth colonist and Wampum Native American share an autumn feast that is acknowledged today as one of the first Thanksgiving celebration in the colonies. But in September 1620, a small ship came to what is going to be known United States of America. For more than 2 centuries, days of Thanksgiving were celebrated by individual colonies and states until 1863, in the midst of civil war, that President Abraham Lincoln proclaimed a national Thanksgiving Day to be held each November. Let's start with the beginning of the story and how that came about. In September 1620, a small ship called the Mayflower left Plymouth, England, carrying 102 passengers. Some of them were religious people seeking to find a new home where they could freely practice their faith. And some of them were just individual, just attracted by the promise of the new land, of having ownership and even finding gold. After a treacherous and uncomfortable crossing that lasts 66 days, the ship, Mayflower, dropped anchor near the tip of Cape Cod, far north of their intended destination at the mouth of the Hudson River. A month later, the Mayflower crossed Massachusetts Bay, where the Pilgrim, as they are commonly known, began to work to establish a village in Plymouth. They were confronted by a brutal winter, and only half of the Mayflower original passengers, remember there were 102 people, half of them lived to see the first New England spring. In March, the remaining settled moved ashore, and they were surprisingly and astonishingly received the visit from an Abenaki Native Americans who greeted them in English. Several days later, he returned. Abenaki returned with another Native American, Squanto, a member of Patuxet tribe who had been kidnapped by an English sea captain and sold into slavery before escaping to London and returning to his homeland and exploring exploratory expedition. Squaw play a very important role for the Pilgrim, taught them how to cultivate corn, how to fish, how to avoid poisoned plants, help them to settle and make peace with other local tribe, and that work, wonderful work, endure for more than 50 years and typically remain as a reminder of a harmony between people. In November 1621, after the Pilgrim first corn harvest proved successful, Governor William Bradford organized a celebratory festival and invite people, Native Americans and the Pilgrims, to celebrate what we call today Thanksgiving. But they never call it Thanksgiving. They were just celebrating a new harvest. There is no record of what kind of menu they have, what kind of dishes they have for this, but many people, historians, believe that lobsters, seal, and fish were the menus at this first celebration. Pilgrim held their second Thanksgiving celebration in 1623 that marked the end of the long drought that threatened that year's harvest and prompted Governor Bradford to call for a religious fast. They pray and fast for 3 days. They celebrate that God gave them success, but it was more of a religious celebration. During the American Revolution, the Continental Congress designated 1 or more days for Thanksgiving, and in 1789, George Washington issued the first Thanksgiving proclamation by the national government of the United States. And in it, he called upon Americans to express their gratitude for a happy conclusion of the country's War of Independence and the success ratification of the United States Constitution. His successors, John Adams and James Madison, also designated days of Thanksgiving during their presidency. In 1817, New York became the first of several states to officially adopt the annual Thanksgiving holiday. Each city celebrated in a different way, and the American South remained largely unfamiliar with this tradition. In 1827, the noted magazine editor and prolific artist Sarah Josepha Hale, author, among the many other things, well known for the nursery rhyme Mary Had a Little Lamb, launched a campaign to establish Thanksgiving as a national holiday. For 36 years, what a woman. For 36 years, he published numerous stories, numerous letters to governors, senators, presidents, and other politicians, and she earned the nickname of Mother of Thanksgiving. Abraham Lincoln finally approved her request, if you want to call it like that, in 1863 at the height of the Civil War, in a proclamation, invited Americans to ask God to commend to his tender care of those who have been widows, orphans, those mourning, and to heal the wounds of the new nation. He scheduled Thanksgiving, Abraham Lincoln, for the final Thursday in November, and it was celebrated as a national Thanksgiving every year until 1939, when Franklin Roosevelt moved the holiday up a week in an attempt to spur retail sales during the Great Depression. Until 1941, the president signed a bill making Thanksgiving the fourth Thursday in November. So now you know the history, but you also know that Thanksgiving has a tradition and ritual. In many homes, the Thanksgiving celebration has lost much of its religious significance, but in many other families, this tradition is still kept alive, and it is indeed a religious celebration where people thank God for the year and recognize that He is the Lord and He is the provider. Turkey is the symbol or synonym with Thanksgiving for sure. Many people eat turkey, and that turkey might not have been the original meal in 1621. But today, 90% of the Americans are eating turkey, no matter what, if it's roasted, baked, or deep fried. That's the meal on Thanksgiving, according to the National Turkey Federation. We added to this national celebration, besides keeping the religion symbol, we added many others, like we volunteer in many other places. We keep the traditional food, including stuffing, mashed potatoes, cranberry, pumpkin pie, and so forth. Parades are also included. In fact, in 1924, Macy's department store established in New York Thanksgiving Day Parade, the largest and the most famous parade, attracted maybe 2 to 3 million people. It's typically followed by marching bands, performers, and all kind of beautiful things. Of course, this year with coronavirus, we don't have it. Also, beginning in the middle of 20th century, perhaps even earlier, the president of United States has pardoned 1 or 2 Thanksgiving turkey each year. Also, a number of United States governors started also to perform the annual turkey pardon ritual. So this is a history of Thanksgiving, and I hope you will remember a few of those dates. There's a reason why the Pilgrim established as a religious event to honor and glorify God, who is the resource of all our things in life that He provides for us. Yes, this year was a stubborn pandemic around us, with election that came and it's gone. And regardless of the results, we all know one thing to be grateful for, that God is in control. I hope you have your own reasons to be grateful for it, to be with your family, and to be with your friends. And if you are not, I hope you use your phone, you use Zoom or whatever other form of communication, and you reach out to your friends. That your heart will be grateful and thankful for God, who faithfully helped us throughout this year, and that He is with us in this storm. I am thankful for each one of you. I am thankful for your contribution, for keeping in contact, for your love, for America, for your family, for your business. If you have any questions at all, like usual, please go to virginiaprodanbooks.com/contact, and I will be more than happy to help you in any way possible. Thanksgiving, it's a very special day, a very special time when we remember that we are grateful for this country, for the freedom that we have. We are grateful that we have a God in control, and no matter the side of the political arena you are, He will bring the truth to the light, and we will have a wonderful result. I hope you will celebrate Thanksgiving with a reminder that your life is important, that you are here for a reason, and you are here that God can use you for His glory, and for America can change your life and can change your family, your business, and can change America. Gratefulness is the essence of our life, and we can be grateful under any circumstances. Until next time, God bless you and have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Bye-bye.